Welcome to Learning French with Madame Aristil, in association with the Haitian Creole. Today, we are going to learn vocabulary terms related to people and things in the classroom, silent letters, and French words with Haitian Creole equivalents. Our learning target is to learn vocabulary terms related to identifying yourself and others and objects in the classroom. We will also learn about silent letters and French words. After this lesson, you should be able to do the following things in French: to identify yourself and others, to ask about people, to identify and ask about objects in the classroom. To identify others, you will say in French, qui est? Or you can say, c'est qui? And in Creole, you will say, qui est? Or c'est qui est? That's the Creole. That means, who's that? To respond about others, you can say, c'est so-and-so, c'est Marie. En Creole, c'est so-and-so and c'est Marie. Sound almost the same, but not the same spelling. To identify yourself now, maybe the person asks for your name. You will say, je m'appelle so and so, je m'appelle Marie, je m'appelle Marc. And to identify someone also, you can say, c'est un professeur, c'est une professeure. And I know they say also in some countries, they will say maître pour a professeur man, and pour a professeur woman, they will say maîtresse. C'est la maîtresse, c'est le maître. Or you can say c'est un prof, to make it short. C'est un étudiant, c'est un élève. They both mean the same thing. You say étudiant, but je pense que à l'université, at the university level, they will say étudiant. And pour l'école de la maternelle, pour grade school, for grade school, they will say élève. But it's the same thing. En Creole, oh, c'est un élève. You know, c'est barré en bas, c'est un élève en Creole. C'est une étudiante. That's for female student. C'est un garçon. C'est un petit garçon en Creole. C'est une fille. C'est une petite fille. That was to ask about people. Now, to ask about object, you will say, qu'est-ce que c'est? Or you can say, c'est quoi ça? Or you can just say, quoi? All of them in English means, what is it? What is it is the same thing, or for when quoi, I think is what in English. En créole, on a seulement deux façons. On dit qui ça y est, qui ça. to respond, you will say, c'est un livre. This is just an example. C'est un livre. Or you can say, c'est une calculatrice. C'est une calculatrice. And I will say, in this case, when you are identifying things like that, they use indefinite article. You will see only indefinite article for this lesson to identify things. Okay. C'est un crayon. That's another example. C'est un crayon. C'est un crayon en créole. Some additional vocabulary to identify things in the classroom. I will just say them with the indefinite article. Un sac à dos. En créole, c'est un sac à dos. Un stylo. En créole, une plume. Un cahier. En créole, un cahier. Une trousse. Une trousse is a pouch, a pencil pouch in English. En créole, un sac crayon. Un tableau. En créole, un tableau. Un bureau. En créole, un bureau. Une chaise. En créole, une chaise. Une carte. En créole, une carte. Une corbeille à papier. En créole, un panier fatra pour papier. That was it. And now we're going to be talking about silent letters at the end of words in French. Final consonants of French words are usually silent. Some example of the words, français. You see, you don't hear the last letter, the last sound for the letter S. It's silent. Français. Sport. Vous. Salut. All these letters at the end, you don't hear them. They're there for the purpose of orthograph, but you don't hear them. They are silent. Whereas an unaccented E or ES, E or ES, at the end of a French word is silent. But the preceding consonant is pronounced. Listen to this. You will hear the sound of the S. In this case, you will hear the Z sound because S is between two vowels. When S is between two vowels in French, it has the Z sound. Listen to this. Française. The E is silent, but the S, you will hear the sound, the preceding consonant. Américain. Américaine. Orange. Japonaise. You could hear all the last consonant, but you don't hear the I or the ES or the E. OK? Française, américaine, orange, japonaise. Whereas there are some letters, there are exceptions because you have to pronounce them at the end of the word. The consonants C, R, F, and L are usually pronounced at the end of words in French. To remember this consonant, think of the consonants in the English word careful. Let's see some examples. Oh, before that, there is a little mistake here. I was supposed to have a D here on the pronouns. I apologize for that. Okay, let's go to the next words. Examples where the letters at the end, the consonant at the end are pronounced in French word. Park, bonjour, actif, animal, lac, professeur, naïf, mal. We have some example. Let's practice saying this word aloud to identify the silent and pronounce letters at the end of French words. I'm going slow that you can repeat after me if you wish so. Traditionnel, étudiante, généreuse, téléphone, chocolat, monsieur, journaliste, hôtel, sac, concert, timide, sénégalais, objet, normal, importante. Let's practice saying these sentences aloud. Au revoir, Paul. À plus tard. Je vais très bien. Et vous, Monsieur Dubois? Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est une calculatrice. Il y a un ordinateur, une table et une chaise. Frédéric et Chantal, je vous présente Michel et Eric. Voici un sac à dos, des crayons et des feuilles de papier. Let's practice reading the saying aloud. And the equivalence is in English, is in the bottom. Mieux vaut tard que jamais. Again, mieux vaut tard que jamais. The second one. Aussitôt dit, aussitôt fait. Aussitôt dit, aussitôt fait. You can see the letters that pronounce at the end of the word and the one that are not pronounced. You can try to distinguish them. Okay, thank you so much. That's the end of our course. This is the end of our 5th lesson, vocabulary terms related to identifying people and things in the classroom and phonemic awareness of silent letters at the end of French words. If you watch, you could learn something. It would be nice if you can give me a little like or subscribe and even comment, especially for my fellow Haitians. If you see that I miss something in Creole teaching, you can send me a comment with correction. Oh, merci beaucoup à tous et je vous dis à la prochaine. Au revoir.